Hi everyone, welcome to the channel once again. In this video we'll learn about algorithm. What are algorithms? So algorithms are complete set of operations to perform any task. Suppose you want to make a tea. So in making a tea you are performing some steps. If you sequentially perform those steps, tea would be made. So all those steps, if you jot down all those steps, it would make an algorithm to make a tea. Similar to that, here I have a list of digits. It includes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from 0, and I want to input these digits and take out even digits and odd digits. How can do? Ideally you will loop through all the digits and divide it by 2, and if it is divisible by 2 a remainder is 0, you will put it in even, otherwise else you will put in odd. So this set of operations, set of steps which you are performing is algorithm. Now algorithm has complexities, like it has a space complexity and time complexity. What is a space complexity? Like how much memory it is taking to execute this step. Like in this step, the for loop which is looping through all these steps, how much memory, how much RAM it is taking, how much CPU it's taking to perform the operation, so that it can calculate which digits are even and which digits are odd. So that would be called space complexity. And the time complexity would be how much time does it taking to differentiate between even and odd. And if I increase the data set, suppose here I increase the data set from 1 to 1000, so and then it runs, this algorithm runs to differentiate even and odd, how much time does it take as I increase the data set. So that would be time complexity of that algorithm. Now algorithm can be serial or parallel. What is serial algorithm? Like sequentially it is executing, it is taking input from one end and it is producing output from one end. And it can perform parallelly also, like the whole data set it can divide into smaller pieces, and then parallel threads can execute, and it can take inputs parallelly and produce output parallelly. It could be, the algorithm can be exact or approximate. It can come with an exact result or it can come with an approximate result. Like if a facial recognition algorithm is there, it cannot produce the exact 100%. So somebody's face is coming, it will say that it's matching my existing database to 98%, 99%. So that would be approximate. Now it can be deterministic, it can be non-deterministic. Like for every step you give the input and it will produce the output, and at every output stage it will learn and then it will increase its efficiency. So that would be non-deterministic. But if it is producing the exact result which you are required, then it would be deterministic. I don't bother about these algorithms as of now. When we'll go to lab, you will see the examples and then you will know the better idea what I am talking. I'm just completing the theory part so that you get a sense of the complexities and what should be studied in algorithms. So now, what are the types of algorithms? There could be search algorithms, like finding a substring in a string. Like suppose there is a lot of string and you want to find some string, and that would be under search algorithm. There could be sorting algorithm. You have a list of items and you want to sort it. There could be a computational algorithm. You want to compute something. Suppose you want to find prime numbers in a given list of numbers. So that would be computational algorithm. There could be a collection algorithm also. You want to count all those employees who has the salary greater than this. That would be collection algorithms. So now algorithm performance, like when you increase the data set, how algorithm perform, whether it is scalable, how it is performing. There is a notation called big O notation which is used for calculation of the algorithm performance. It is also called like big O. It is called O here is order of operations. It generally defines the worst case scenario, what would be the complexity if it is push to shove. So what would be the complexity? So we generally define it with big O notation. Like one algorithm or a dataset can have multiple big O notations also. Like for inserting, it could have a different, it could have a linear one, and for searching it could have a logarithmic one. So for a single algorithm also there could be different big O notation. So like this we have, like there are a lot of big notations. I am covering only a few parts. There are others also. Now you see, common big O's are like constant time, logarithmic, linear, log linear, and quadratic. And you see, this is in the sequence of increase in the time complexity. So if the time complexity is increasing, its performance is decreasing. Now the worst performing algorithm would have like something like n square, or it could have a worse than this also. Like there are algorithms which perform worse than quadratic also. So what is constant time? Like example would be like, suppose if you are looking for a single item, like there is a array, and if you want to fetch one item like 0, 1 or from the 100th position, you can fetch it directly through index. So it would be fetched in constant time. There would not be a linear increase in searching the value. If I search the first element or the 100th element, there would not be an increase in time. It would be a constant because I am searching directly with the index. So that would call a constant time. How about logarithm algorithm? Like suppose you have a sorted array and you're doing a binary search. I'll be covering the binary search in detail. Then you will get a better idea of how this complexity is called log, and then we'll cover this there. Now there could be a linear time also. Like if you have a unsorted array and you want to search one item, now it is unsorted, so you cannot fetch it through index. So you have to iterate to every element, and then you can find that particular item. So as the size of the data set increases, your time will also increase. So that would be a linear time, linearly increases with the number n. There could be log linear also. Complexity could be log linear, like for complex sorting like heap sort, merge sort you have seen. So this would be generally log linear. And quadratic would be like for every one item increase in the data set, the complexity increases by square. So that would be a quadratic one. So that would include bubble sort, insertion sort and all. So we'll cover, if you're not understanding this, when we'll go to the lab, you will see how it works. So I hope you a little bit get the idea how this complexity works. I will continue this in next videos. Thank you. If you're liking the videos, please do subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me and it motivates me a lot to make more videos. Channel is in its infant stage, so your support is required for the growth of the channel. So please do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.